this video, we're going to talk about navigating around the 3D space. The first way we want to show you is through this view cube. Up in the upper left-hand corner, there is a cube up there that represents the current view that you have of your design. If you were to click on the side of this, hover over, you will see that it shows the top being selected. You are now viewing your design directly from the top. You can also use this here with these little side arrows to quickly switch to another view so that you can orbit around and see your design from many different angles. There's also the option of selecting along a corner, and this will give you sort of a perspective view of your design so that you can quickly navigate around and see things from 3 sides at one time. If you're to click along an edge, this will allow us to view from 2 different angles at the same time, quickly, so that we can see either the top and the front together, or we can see the top and the right together, etc. The next thing we want to show you is how to zoom. There's many different ways of actually zooming, and the first way we want to show is actually the scroll wheel. If you have a mouse with a scroll wheel, the scroll wheel will zoom in and out for you. And it's going to zoom in and out directly wherever your mouse is at. So if I wanted to zoom into the corner of this cube, I'd place my mouse over the corner of that cube and then scroll wheel in, and I will zoom in to the corner of that cube. If I want to do that to the torus, I can put my mouse over the torus and then zoom into the torus. Your other option are the buttons here on the left-hand side. The first one of these is actually the home view. If you click on that, it will zoom out and place you in the default view that TinkerCAD enters a design space. The next one is actually the select and focus zoom. So if I have an object selected and then I press that second button, it will zoom in and center that object in my screen. That's very handy for when you are working on something and you happen to zoom or pan around and you wanted to quickly come back to that shape. You can go ahead and select that and it'll bring you right back to that selected shape. This also has the plus and the minus buttons here, and those allow you to click and zoom out based on the center of your screen. Since your mouse is occupied actually pressing those buttons, it is not going to zoom directly to those buttons. It's going to zoom in or zoom out based on the center of your screen. Now we want to talk about panning. Panning is moving your view left or right, up and down without any angle changes. We can accomplish this through the middle mouse button. If you have a scroll wheel, often the scroll wheel is also a button, so you would click and hold down that middle mouse button and then move left or right or up and down to pan your view along these axes. If you don't have a middle mouse button, you can also hold Shift and the right mouse button, and that will accomplish the same thing. Hold down Shift, click on the right mouse button, and then move your mouse up and down or left and right. The last one is orbit. Orbit can be done utilizing just the right mouse button. So if you click and hold the right mouse button and then move your mouse, you will orbit around an object or the center of your screen. This is a really quick way of seeing all different sides of the same object, or giving yourself sort of a drone camera sort of view of your design. If you do not have a right mouse button, or you prefer to use keyboard shortcuts, you can also click Control and the left mouse button, and it will also orbit in that same manner. That's how you navigate your 3D space.